What up, YouTube? We are back again. I got another video here. The topic I want to talk about today, and it's basically going to be about why women they hate rejection. They hate it. They can't stand it. So I got this video here. I want you guys to watch it real quick, and then I'm gonna kind of break it down.
I had this debate with my friends the other night about a first date I went on, and maybe I'm in the wrong here. This might be a hot take, but I feel like after a first date, we don't need to send out the anti ghosting text. I went on a first date the other night and it went well. I wasn't sure if it was gonna lead into anything, but it went well, and I was like, I could probably see that person again. A few days go by, 5 days go by, I don't hear from this person. I have already figured out that we are not gonna talk ever again. 5 days later, I get a text message from him saying that he had a really great time with me, but he just didn't feel like we were a good fit. And I felt like by him doing that, that made things so much worse because I started spiraling about all the reasons why he thought that we weren't a good fit. And I started circling back to all of the things that I was saying to him on the date. And I started to get into my own head. And I felt like that text just wasn't necessary because I had already written him off and realized, like, okay, he probably didn't think we were a good fit, or he could be seeing someone else. And now, by him sending that text message, I am now in my head about things that happened on the date. But my friends all disagreed with me and said that I was wrong. So I'm wondering, do we need to be sending the anti ghost text after a first date? I feel like it's too early to send that text and it just like stings way more. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm in the wrong.
So after watching that video, you guys can see that that girl, she was bothered. She was bothered. You know, there's a couple things that bother her, but she was bothered mainly because the guy's like, I'm not interested. Like, I don't think we're a good fit. I'm not interested. But see, what really bothered her is, how he, ignored her for 5 days. And I don't think he should have went the full 5 days. Little extreme. He could have, after day one or day two, could have, reached out, told her what it is. But it just goes to show you, you know, when you kind of carry yourself like that as a man, like nonchalant and like, I don't give a damn about this girl's feelings, they just seem to like that a lot better. And here's why. You guys have to understand that these females deal with guys all day long. They have a guy that's smacking cheeks, clapping her. He's number one. Number two guy is, you know, he might have smacked in the past and he's trying to work his way up to number one, but somebody has that number one spot. Like she's kind of juggling two guys, right? If number one pisses her off or is busy for that weekend, she's gonna go to number two. The third guy is usually the guy who's, you know, he might have met her somewhere. He's in the works, right? He's about maybe 2 to 3 months from cracking it, you know. He's in the works. She likes him, but like she's still dealing with these two over here, and he's in the works. And then the rest after that are just, simps who are just hitting her up all day on Instagram and just trying to just see her all day long. Like, it's just what it is. I didn't make the rules. I just learned how to adjust to them. And these women, you guys are going to understand that, they deal with a lot of guys, man. And as they're dealing with these guys, texting them and getting attention from these guys, they get used to guys always being there and not telling them no and not really dealing with any nonchalant guys that don't care about her feelings. And it's just crazy how in that video It bothered her. He went 5 days. That she probably thinking like, what the heck? Like, date went cool. No man ever goes 5 days without talking to me. Like, who does this guy think he is? Now it gets her curious, gets the chase going, gets like, wait a minute, right? Then homeboy hits her with after ignoring her for 5 days, he hits her with like, hey, date was cool, but pretty much like this ain't gonna work out. I don't think we're meant for each other. It just ain't gonna work out. Man, you could see it in her face. That just crushed her whole ego. Crushed it. It crushed it. She sat there and was like, what? Like, I thought the date went good. See, here's the thing is when you tell a woman no, or you like basically put them in the category of like, you cool, yeah, you bad, yeah, you might have a big booty, but I don't like you like that. I'm cool. When they see that and hear that, that's how they react. Like they get all insecure. They get all like, does he have a girlfriend? Does he? They don't know what to think because they're so used to getting pampered all day by these simps and getting all this attention that when they come across a guy that's like, wait a minute, like he told me no. What do you mean? What do you mean you don't like me? Every guy likes me. And it's just the audacity from these women that's what the attention does to them. You could tell it bothered her. It legit bothered her. She was calling her friend. She probably called her mom. Like, girl, what does this mean? What do you like? What does this mean? He told me no. Then he went 5 days without talking to me. Like, I'll tell you, man. These that's the game. You know. You know. I just think he could have did it after like a day or two. You know. He didn't have to wait the whole 5 days, but it's just the simple fact that he told her no. I'm not really feeling you. Date was cool, but we could just go our separate ways. That crushed her. It crushed her. Don't no female want to hear that. They want to hear they want you all up on them. Hey babe, I just got home, had a great time. Date was amazing. That's what they want to hear. Like, and they be thinking like, I got his goofy ass. I got him. I got his goofy butt. Goofy dude. GD. Goofy dude. I got him. He's just like the rest of these dudes. I got him. But when you're that one dude that's like nonchalant, like I'm cool. I mean, like, yeah, you pretty, but I'm cool. Like, I could kind of, chime in on this too. Um, with my dating life and the dates I've been on, uh, there was a time where, me talking to this girl, I was working on her for a couple months, and obviously, I have a daughter, so, sometimes daddy duty, the scheduling gets in the way of dates, and I make girls wait. Hey, I'm not free this weekend. Maybe next weekend. So this one chick I was talking to, went on this date, and obviously a guy. There's some rules to when you're on a date, where to take them and all that. But long story short, after the date was all right, but I kind of knew like, this ain't working out. Oh, cool. Like, so, after the date, I told her have a good night, like I'll hit you up soon or whatever. I think I might have waited a day or two. And she ended up reaching out to me first. And that's key because I didn't text her good night. Hey, I just hugged her in the parking lot, get home safe and I'll hit you up soon. That's all I told her. And I guarantee you, by the time she got home, went to bed, and woke up to no good night text, she probably like, wait a minute, like this is a little odd. Like, wait a minute, I ain't get no good night text. Like who does this? Like they start to register. Like who does this guy think he is? Like, but then at the same time they like it because you're standing out from the crowd. I'm pretty sure any other guy would go home, good night, I had a good time. I'll text you in the morning. Like it's just there's just levels to this, right? And then the next morning, I think she hit me up like the next day, but in the afternoon. She was like, "Hey, how's your day going?" Right? And I just hit her with it immediately. I didn't say all my day's going good. I just hit her with it. I just said like, "Hey, like, I don't want to waste your time, but this ain't gonna work out. I don't think our vibe is there. I wish you the best in life." Just like that. You should have seen the text messages she sent me after that. You know, a real woman, mature, would have just took it on the chin. All right, cool. Nice meeting you. Wish you the best too. But no. She said, like, "But why don't you like me? Why don't you did I do something wrong? Like, was I talking too much? Was I doing this?" I'm like, "No, like you're good. Like you're good. You're just not what I'm looking for." But I thought everything went good. We were laughing and all that. And I said, "I know. It was a good day. It's just we're you're just not what I'm looking for, right?" I forgot what threw me off about her, but there was something that threw me off. I'm like, I'm cool. Um, but it's just funny how insecure she got. She could not accept no. Like, I don't want you. I mean, yeah, you might have 30 dudes on you, but I'm sorry, baby girl. I'm sorry I'm that odd one out. And that drives them nuts. It almost makes them like you even more. Think about that. When you tell a woman no, she likes you even more after that. Because now it can't click in her brain like how she said in the video. She couldn't register it. It's not clicking. Like, no, you don't want me. Like, what do you mean you don't want me? Like, don't you see this big booty? And I know you're looking at, my big old breast and big old booty. I know you want to hit this. But see, that's why when you have an abundance mindset and you're kind of nonchalant as a man, it like that don't get me all, oh my god, like a little dog. Like, girl, like, my mindset is this, and I highly recommend this to men, and I'm gonna try to teach you guys this. When you're on a date with a woman, you know, no matter where you at, you need to sit and you need to act like you've already cracked this girl. You need to sit nonchalant. You need to sit back. You need to sit like just nonchalant, like almost like you're on my time. Like what we doing here? You know, And when women see that and they feed off of that energy, it's like, dang, like he's not all like, "Hey, so how was your day? How was work? What do you want to eat? Let's order this." Like, just be cool, chill. I look at all these girls like, girl, I'll tear your little ass up. Like, I fold you like a pretzel. Like, I just be looking at them like just cool, nonchalant. I ain't talking all fast. I ain't even doing all the talking. And that's another thing you guys need to learn on these dates. You guys talk too much. You just be yapping, yapping, yapping. Girls don't care. They should be the ones yapping. They should be yapping your ears off. Just yapping. And I just sit back, let them talk. Okay, cool. Whoop de whoop. Okay, cool. We just chilling. We chilling. We gonna enjoy the night. And if I like you, we could probably, see where this leads to. But it's just funny how they don't like when you say no or cut them off. They want to get mad. What are you getting mad for? I'm not gonna waste your time. Hey, it's not working out. It's the vibes. I just feel like you're just not what I'm looking for. That just a girl hearing those words, insecure. And she sent me a good paragraph about why the vibes ain't working. She needed to know, and I just kept telling her, look, the vibes ain't working. This is just what it is, baby girl. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sorry. I know you're not used to hearing this, but you're just not for me. She blew up. She blew up, and she almost you know, almost started cussing me out, but it was just like, for what? Like, it's not gonna work out. Like, it's not gonna work out, baby girl. And once I seen like the conversation was going left and she wasn't getting the hint, I just didn't write back. Left on red. And that's another thing is I leave my read receipts on. I want you to see I read it. If I read it and I don't write back, like I'm not afraid to show that. And that alone will show a girl like he has his read receipts on, like he wants me to see that. Like I don't care. You know, I got an iPhone and I've had it like that since day one. You know, I probably started doing that. Nah, not since day one, but I started doing that maybe like the last 5 years. I just leave my read receipts on, like, and if I read it and I don't write back, I don't write back. You know, and if I read it and I write back 10 minutes after or an hour after, just it is what it is. I don't care. Like, I don't care. I don't care about these girls' feelings. I don't care. You know, at the end of the day, my needs come first. You know, my time is valuable, and if I like the chick and she cool, we could take it to the next level. But at the end of the day, guys, what I want you to learn from this video is they will never, ever, maybe one or two in your lifetime, but they will never accept that one word. No, I don't want you, or I'm cool. They won't accept it. They're going to get mad. They're going to blow you up, and they want to know why. Why don't you want them? Why? I'm cool, baby girl. I'm cool. But just like the girl said in the video, she couldn't register it. She was calling her friend, like, what does this mean? Like, why did he? They can't take it, dog. They cannot take it. And it's just funny because most men will, play into their game. And what their game is, they'll keep taking them out on dates and just keep giving them that free attention. If you don't like a chick, you don't like a chick. Cut her off. Find another one. If you guys have no issue pulling girls, find another one. That's my mindset. This one didn't work out. I'll find one in the gym tomorrow. And I don't even really got to chase girls. But at the end of the day, guys, hopefully you guys can learn from this videos. Um, Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Holla at your boy. I'm new to this YouTube thing, but we're going to see where this goes. Hopefully in the future, I'm going to set up some courses and stuff, possibly write a book on this stuff. So make sure y'all really subscribe, man. I'm appreciate the love coming from you guys. So I look forward to hearing from you guys. Um, yeah, man, just hit me up whenever. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.